Hey guys, it's Sad, and today I have a collection video for y'all. So I actually have two collections. I don't know which one's which, but I know I spent about $200 on one and about $150 on the other. So let's get straight into it. All right, let's see what's in. Oh, spoke too soon. It's got Scotch tape. Put that, I can cut that. All right, so I don't remember if this was the one that was 150. Probably the one that's 150. I think the one that was 150 had a Blastoise in it, so we will be able to check that way, a base Blastoise. So I'll put those down there and just bring them up one at a time. And I saw something pretty good. So this one looks good. I mean, a few white spots. I don't see any creases. It's got some scratches on the hollow. I'd probably say this is PSA 7. PSA 7. For Alligator from Neo Genesis. So this is a heavy hitter right here. Looks good though. I don't see any creases on it. That's the biggest thing you want to look for, is if a card has creases. That is what kills the value more than anything, really. It can have a few scratches and all that, but if it has a crease, that drops it several points down on PSA. This one looks, I mean, not very many white spots. Centering looks good. It's got a few scratches. I'd say that's probably a solid 8 right there. Now, my favorite card, this is what I really want to see what the condition is on this one. So this is the one I paid $200 for, since I do remember the one that had $200 had a Blastoise, so. It's got some scratches. I would say this is probably a 7. I don't see any creases. It's got some white spots. That would be a 7. I would think. This one looks to be in better condition. It's got some scratches. I'd say an 8, but let's see what the back looks. Yeah, the back looks pretty good. I would say an 8 on that one. It looks a little bit better than the Blastoise. All right, so this one's rough. I can already tell right off the bat. First edition Aerodactyl from Fossil set, a hollow card. It looks like it probably, yeah, I can feel a crease right there. Yeah, it's got a big crease, you can see right there, and then one there. That would probably be a 2 or a 3. I'll still get it graded just because it's a first edition. It'll get, even in a PSA 2, 3, I'd probably guess it would get at least maybe $40. Now Machamp, I see some damage right up here. See if I can show y'all. Yeah, right there at the very top. Which would mean it would probably, it looks like it has something down here too. That might just be on the, no, it's on the card. I would say this would probably be a 4 or 5 because of that. And it looks like it's got, let me pull it out. It's got like a little dent right there. I can feel it too. Can't really see it on the front, but I can see it on the back and I can feel it too. Hollow doesn't look terrible, but yeah, I'd say a 4 or 5 right there. So another Aerodactyl, this one's unlimited. This one's also in a lot better condition. I say that, but then it's got a crease, not a crease, but a bend right here, and that's probably from a 3-ring binder. Yep, that's usually what that is. So that would probably get a 4 or 5 also. That's a pretty big one. It's got some scratches too. Hitmonchan, base set Hitmonchan, looks to be in good condition, except for that top. I'd say this is probably a 6. Nothing too special there. Nidoqueen, hollow from Jungle. Looks decent. I thought that was a crease for a second, but it's on the sleeve. You can see how the crease comes up to past the card, so it's on the sleeve. This one looks like a 6 or a 7. Nothing too crazy. Brock's Rhydon from Gym Heroes. This one looks really good. Got some dust inside or on it. So that's not on the card, most of it. Let's see what the holo looks like. This one probably would be an 8. Outside shot at a 9, but I would say an 8. But this is in really good condition. A few scratches. Not many though. Misty's Tentacruel has a big crease right there. That kills the value. Oh, and a lot more creases down here. This would probably be a PSA 2. If I would get it graded, which I'm not. So that's a terrible condition one. It's funny because it seems like a lot of the Misty's Tentacruels I've been getting lately are all in really bad shape. I don't know why. Okay, so we're not gonna look at all these. These are, it's like commons and uncommons. Maybe a few rares in here, but yeah, let's see if anything's first edition. Nothing's first edition, so nothing too crazy in here. All right, so solid collection. Only spending $200 on those. Here, I'll put them where you can see them still. But several gradable cards in there. So yeah, I would call that a win for sure, especially that Blastoise. That Blastoise in a 7 is going to be worth more than, at least last I checked, I could be wrong, but it's going to be worth more than 200 by itself, you know, and then plus everything else. All right, so this one was 150. It's going to be more of the same, I believe. Could do like a fast forward on this, that would be good. Okay, they packaged it, I guess I'd say really well. A lot of layers. All right, so a lot more of the same. Let's see what we got. I do like how everything is in a top loader. That's good. It shows some care. The only bad thing is it's hard to see what the condition of a card is in because a lot of the scratches could be on the top loader. So you gotta take each one out. But this pincer looks really nice. It's got, I think that's a print line, vertical print line. It might just be a scratch because it doesn't look perfectly vertical. But either way, that is a great condition card. Almost no white spots. That would be an 8 or a 9. I would lean more towards 8 just because it's got a little bit more scratches than a 9 would probably get. So a Poliwrath from Neo Discovery. It's got half a swirl right there. The white spots. Not very many white spots on the back. Looks good. Let's see. This collection so far is doing 2 for 2. Yeah, look at that. There's almost no scratches. Oh, there's one print line, horizontal, going all the way across the card on the bottom. You can see half of it on this side, and the other half, yeah, right there. That would probably mean the difference between, if the back was perfect, that would mean the difference between a 9 and a 10, but that would probably be a 9. Vaporeon is another one that's in great condition. 2 little white spots over here, but nothing else on the edges. That would be a 9 on the back. If I can get this out, see what the holo looks like. Holo looks great, so that would be a 9, in my opinion. And these are all just really quick breakdowns, so I mean, there could be something on there that I miss. you know, to when I get the grades back to not be what I thought it would be. But all right, this Aerodactyl looks to be great. It's got a few print lines horizontal up at the top, which luckily might not count very much because you can only see a little bit of it before it runs into the wing and the body. But yeah, that looks good. Let's see the back. Back looks great. There's a little white spot on the bottom, but that's it. Yeah, so these are really good. Really, really good. Mewtwo, that is one of the more expensive cards, minus the 3 starters. That is one of the more expensive cards from base set. Possibly the 4th most expensive card from base set. And this one looks to be in great condition. A few smudges on those usually can be wiped off. It's got a lot of, it actually looks like it has a lot of vertical scratches. Now, I don't know if those are print lines or just right here on the right of his head. Right there. See how you can see it right there? Yeah. That would probably be an 8. Just because the back looks really good, and then you take into account those scratches, it would probably average out to an 8. Dark Weezing, won't pull him out. It is a holo version, which is kind of, at first it's hard to see. I usually just look at the number just to see if you can kind of see the holo there. That's scary. I'm not going to pull him out because he is one of the low value cards in Team Rocket. Machamp. It's got some white spots on him, so probably a 7. If there's no bends, I don't see any bends on it. We'll keep him in there. Gyarados. I don't know why you put the tape. Maybe the top loader broke? I don't know. Base set 2 Gyarados. Got a few white spots you can see there on the corner. The 2 corners on the bottom. And then, well, really all the corners. It's got some white spots. That would probably be 6 or 7. Just from the amount of white spots on it. Base set Clefairy. Looks to be in really good condition. That would probably be an 8 just because it has a little bit more white spots than I'd like to see on a 9. The holo, this is one of the lower value cards in base, but we'll look at it anyway because it's base. Not too many scratches. I see a big one right there on his ear, or her ear. But yeah, that would probably be an 8. Still a very good collection. Unknown A from Neo Discovery. Can't look at the back, but not really one of the more expensive cards from Neo Discovery. Dark Vileplume. It's an average card from, see, I really like these right here from Team Rocket because you can just pull it out very easily. But the back looks decent. It's got a few white spots. Kind of see on this bottom left corner. A few along the bottom. Let me pull it up a little bit. Kind of see them. Just here and there's a lot of white spots. Not a lot, but some. It's got some scratches on it, so that would probably be a 7, I would guess. Clefairy from base set 2. Again, not a card that's worth a whole lot of money. We won't pull it out, but it does look like it's got some scratches on it. But then again, some of those could be on the top loader. A Fossil Holographic Raichu. This is one of the more expensive cards from Fossil. It does have not quite a bit, but it does have a fair amount of white spots, especially along this left side, and then really the top right also. Yeah, I'd probably say that would be a 6 to 7, probably closer to 7. Kangaskhan from Jungle, it's a hollow one. Same thing, just a fair amount of white spots. And let's see what the scratches look like. I'm curious. I think it's got some scratches, but let's see. Yeah, it's got quite a few scratches. That would probably be a 6, just from Having so many scratches. And the last card is a base set 2 Wigglytuff. A little bit less than the last few cards we've seen on white spots on the back. Let's look at the holo. Yeah, holo looks a little bit better than some of the cards we've seen. It's got a few scratches, but in a swirl right there. But I would probably say PSA 8 on that one. It's got a big print line there on the bottom too. You can see the right half of it, and there's the left half. It's got a few more print lines. Yeah, that would be an 8, maybe a 7 to 8. But yeah, both of these collections were surprisingly very, very good. Let me know in the comments, what was your favorite card from today's video? I'd like to know. And thanks for watching, guys.